The single most important thing I want to share with you today is compassion. All right, I'm going to tell you a story of a guy that I knew named Sergeant First Class Joselito Villanueva. All right, and I had mentioned in another episode that I would go into this guy and talk about it. So I met him in Iraq. He was part of the engineer platoon, red platoon, right? Because they had when we deployed in 2004, they had set up a company of one platoon of infantry, one platoon of engineers, one platoon of tankers, and some National Guard unit from New York. All right, so he was a platoon leader for the red platoon, the engineers, and the very caring man. He's from Los Angeles as well, and early on in the deployment, we had our first casualty for the company. There was a guy, specialist. He was killed as a result of a IED, improvised explosive device, and Villanueva was the TC riding next to him. He ended up taking some shrapnel in the back of his neck. Right, he used to carry that little tiny piece when they dug it out, and I got to go on R&R with Villanueva. So we had a 13-month deployment halfway through, and you get to go home for 15 days and visit your family, right? And we hung out at the Balad Airport, Camp Anaconda, and then we landed in Kuwait. We hung out there. We did laundry together, right? And I mentioned before about people in higher rank hanging out with lower enlisted. Like I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the fact that they were high in rank and didn't act stuck up or anything or better than. They were normal. They acted normal, right? So we did laundry together. He goes to LA. I go to San Diego, spend our 15 days. We end up going to the Texas airport, Dallas, I believe. And we're in DCUs. That's what they made us fly in, the camouflage. And we're at the bar, and he asked me if I wanted a drink. At the time, I was like 18 years old. 18? Yeah, I had not turned 19 yet. So, well, I was 19. I hadn't turned 20 yet. So, a guy at the bar asked us if we wanted a drink. I'm looking at him like, hey, you're higher ranking. Like, I'm going to say no. But he's like, yeah, here's one. So I'm like, oh, cool. I mean, the drinking limit's 21, so kind of got a freebie on that one. But I remember him giving me this stern look and telling me, I don't want to go back. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to go back? Like, we have to go back. Like our brothers are over there fighting. And he's like, yeah, you're right. So we end up getting back, right? And in the last video, I talked about when my friend Daklan was killed, how Villanueva grabbed me and brought me down. As a helicopter medevac was landing, I was in shock from everything that had transpired. So the day that my friend Doc was killed was September 10th. All right, September 10th. It fell on my mom's birthday. This day I'm talking about right now is September 27th. Okay, it's a couple weeks or a week after September 10th. Our platoon of infantry was designated as a QRF at Quick Reaction Force. All right, meaning that if something transpires outside the wire with the element that's out there patrolling, we are to assist them ASAP, right? Quick Reaction Force. We're there to help them out. So we get this call that Red Platoon is getting attacked. Can't remember what it was exactly. Ambushed, attacked. Hey, they need QRF ASAP. So I remember we were kind of, not me in particular, but the element was lagging it. Like, and I'm like, hey, let's go, hurry the fuck up, let's go. They need us. You know, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't know. They were trying to do their comp checks, which is what we're supposed to do. However, I felt the urgency, right? I felt the need to get out there. So, hey, let's go, mount up, let's fucking get out of here. That's kind of what I was saying and my thought process, right? Eventually, we get out. I'm sure we went out in a fast manner. It just seemed longer than what it was, okay? Wasn't too far from the fob. We end up making a right. And I could see a field, right? Like, I knew the area. I knew our sector of operations. I see some movement in the fields. I see some Iraqi National Guard standing around. I see some American soldiers in their DCUs. And then I see them load a body bag. Right? I see them load a body bag. And I see them carrying it. And my first thought is, fuck, please let it be a Iraqi National Guard. Please let it be an Iraqi National Guard. Not that I didn't care about them or that I disregarded them. More so that I had just fucking lost somebody a week prior and I did not want to lose anybody else. They ended up putting over the radio, you know, that it was Red 2 or Red 6, the call sign for the platoon sergeant for Red Platoon. And again, fuck, man, fucking devastated. A blow to my fucking chest, right? It ended up being Villanueva, right? He ended up getting shot and killed out there while they were doing OP, observation post. That man was so compassionate, the way he embraced me, the way he took me under his wing in Kuwait, the way we had a beer together in Texas, the way that he brought me down as a helicopter was landing when my friend Doc got killed and gave me words of encouragement, telling me, you're doing good, Farrell, you're doing good. So these fucking blows, you know, hurt my heart, you know, and I carry them till this day. You know, I just wanted to share that story with you so you can understand these men that once walked this earth and the legacy and impact that they left on me. Leaders, right? Leaders amongst leaders, men amongst men. You know, I feel that I owe it to them to share their story.